Hello, lovelies. How are we? How are we doing? Hopefully better than me and Aaron are doing, because we're both pretty close to death at the minute. It's been quite the week. It all started, as you well know, with Elijah towards the end of last week, and then for my birthday, I woke up and Elijah had graced me by giving me his cold, which was just the greatest birthday present I could have asked for. And just as I'm sort of kind of starting to feel a little better, Aaron comes out with it, and he is, well, Aaron's not very good at being ill, bless him. And it's really, really hit him hard. Yesterday and today have been especially bad for him, so it's rough. It's a real rough one. Hey, what? You know it's true. You know it's true. Man flu is bad. It's definitely bad. To stream anyway, God, grow a beard. Yeah, Aaron, come and stream. Actually, don't come and stream, because I've got... Okay, so... The Stanley Parable is a classic, right? For my birthday, my brother gifted me this, which is basically the same thing, but redone, rekajiggered, remastered. There's new shit in it, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun, and it's nice and chill, and I don't have to... It kind of carries you along with it, right? So I don't have to really do much here, which is good because my brain isn't quite all there. I'm dosed up on Lemsip and Beecham's and tea and God knows what else. So I'm here. I made it. I apologise in advance for any hacking cough and phlegmy horrendousness that you hear. It's gonna happen. I can't help it. I'm sick, so get over it. That's all I can say. Oh god, Aaron, if you're there, can you bring me up a glass of squash? Because I forgot. I only brought up a big mug of tea, which is great, but it's not ready to drink yet, and I'm gonna need something to whet my palate, shall we say. Let's pick a subtitle language. Oh, sorry, a screen and subtitle language, whatever that means. What language do you want to go for? Go for Francais. We could have some Korean. What do we fancy? You know what? I'm just going to go with the classic. I'm going to go with the classic English. Boring, I know. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? What difference would that make? Will and men have sat down and tough to get up. Old man. Okay, well if I start hacking and coughing and dying, maybe hurry it up a little, but I'm alright right now. I have, actually. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. See, what I know about the Stanley Parable is it's out to fuck with your mind, right? So I'm immediately untrustful of everything. Untrustful? Distrustful? I don't know if either of those are words, but pick one of them and go with it. F you, I'm ill. I'm ill also. Look at me go. I'm joking, you've got it way worse than me today. I get it. Please enter the current time. Oh, this Ultra Deluxe, this is gonna fuck with me more than usual. What time is it? It is 20:06. Oh, it doesn't want that. It's not a 24-hour clock. Boo. 8:06 p.m. Go see, you can't lecture Aaron on spelling. Come on now. Let's be real. Accessibility settings can be accessed in the main menu. Okay. I'm slightly nervous. There we go. Playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This looks exactly like the original menu screen, so I like it. Begin. Okay, so far the same.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, it is. So ready
Stanley
for this.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yeah, boy.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Oh, I like
how
it.
long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427
Oh, they have
did
jazzed it up
every
a bit.
day,
All right.
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Yeah, he did. What a
Though he
guy.
had been made exactly for this job,
What a guy.
and Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
I love this
Something that
opening.
would forever change Stanley.
Yeah?
Something he would never quite forget.
Poor Stanley.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
How rude.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
It's probably just Saturday.
Shocked, frozen
It's the weekend,
solid,
Stanley.
Stanley found himself
Doof.
unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa! One moment, because the sensitivity is out of this goddamn world. Oh, it's still a bit nuts. Did that save? It did. Jesus. Alright, I can work with that. Have we got like motion blur or something? I'm sorry, hang on. This might just be my blurry, half-dead eyes. Oh, we don't get a lot of... Okay, you know what, it's pretty fine. Cool. I want to check out what... Because this game has like a million endings, right? There's oh no. There's 11 achievements, that's it? Wow, okay. One of them is don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. I got that on the first game. I'm gonna have to wait another decade to get it on this game. I'm all for doing that. Okay, let's just get stuck in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, it's the same so far. I thought they would like completely change it up. I think it's just kind of... I thought that plant was someone standing there. It freaked me out. I think it's sort of just remastered with a
No
few
matter
different
how hard
endings
Stanley
added.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? I'm gonna get air on that mug. I hate Mondays. Oh, it definitely looks clearer. Like, the textures are definitely more defined. I like it.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Damn right
but
I
it
did.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's like work. I just hate my boss. Love it. Onwards, Stanley. This is nice because I don't remember many of the endings. It's like a whole new game to me. God, I wanted to look up when the original of this game came out. 420. And I don't mean like surname. I don't mean the first Stanley Parable, but originally it was like a mod for Half-Life. And I remember playing that way back in the day. I sort of want to know when that came out. I sort of don't. I'd rather live in blissful ignorance, actually. Oh, here we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, this is where things go wrong because I'm not... I don't like it when people tell me what to do. I'm a very stubborn person and I like to do whatever the fuck I want, which is one of the many reasons why I've never been able to hold down a job, because I don't like people telling me what to do. So we get to a game like this and I'm like, immediately, you're telling me to go that way and I'm just not going to ever.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah,
Perhaps
sorry.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Absolutely. 4B9. Sounds like a Star Wars robot. Oh.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What a stupid fucking picture. I mean, I know people have those like generic, like stock photo sort of landscape images hung up, but that one's particularly bad.
In the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
That one's pretty awful too, although at least there's a bit more going on. This one looks like it's been cut off.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, story of my fucking life, dude. And what's that one? Okay, that's the worst one of the lot. This one looks like it's been
sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Weirdly.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
You all shut up. I'm talking about the fucking decor. Okay, I'll keep going.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
My guy, my number one dude. Sorry, I'm just not gonna do that. It still looks like it's been cropped weirdly.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
This is what I'm saying. Oh, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Loading dock B is open. And that van's lights are on. Dun dun dun. I think there's a way to get down there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I feel powerful. I do. Oh, the clock is moving. I feel like it didn't move in the last game. 20 past 11. 20. Huh. I thought it would it made us put the time in, so I thought maybe it would show us the actual time, but it's definitely not that right now. I can sort of type on my keyboard. Am I clicking on the... No, I can click on the phone. In fact, I can click on everything but the computer. Ooh. Can I get under the desk? What does that say? Providing Russians or 56 years. Great. Some deep lore. Oh, it's there. Petition Corp. Providing petitions for 56 years. Oh, that's funny. This film feels bigger than in the last game. Maybe I'm nitpicking. It's been a long time.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
I knew there was one for staring in there.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Move through the chair.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yeah.
Nothing will hurt me.
Yeah.
Nothing will break me.
Yeah.
In here I can be happy.
Happy.
Forever.
So happy.
I will be happy.
So happy.
Stanley waited. Hours passed.
Yeah.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Nope.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the
Yep.
answers would come.
You're damn right.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
What's this happy?
Soon,
This is happy.
Very soon now, this will end.
This is what
he
that
will
is.
be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Here it comes. We did it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright, we're just going to
What
rush
could
it.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Nope.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope. Nope. Well, should we just do the...
When Stanley
Let's just
came
get the regular
to a set
ending.
of 2 open doors,
I just
he
don't
entered the
want to,
door
though.
on his left.
Let's just get... Let's just do it. Let's just get all the endings. Let's not fuck about. Let's just do exactly what he says for this one.
Yet there was not a single person
Tips for not
here
getting fired. I
either.
need that.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Ugh. Fuck me. R.I.P. Franz? Franz? Who's Franz? Poor Franz. Using slides to assure employees... To ensure applies that everything's okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. What a motivational presentation. Number of slides on this slide. There's a reason I'm self-employed now, and I'm so happy about that. Synergize core value expenditures. The broom closet. Gotta remember this.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, no, yeah. We're following the narrator for this one, as much as I really want to get the broom closet ending.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, up we go. I'm gonna be a good egg. I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna do whatever. Oh, this is fucking plush, isn't it? Executive bathroom? What the fuck? This feels like it's new. I don't remember this here before. Another terrible picture. Actually, slightly less terrible. Because the boss knows that what... Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes if the boss has suffered losses, and that's what the boss chose.
What do you want?
That was a good tune. Thank you.
There you are.
That's the good shit. Okay. Well, that was a nice little rhyme. Extreme bathrooms. I want that magazine subscription. Was that some man ass I just saw? It certainly was. Say whatever you want about Aaron, but he has a great ass. I hope that he's not back at the iPad yet. He won't mind. He won't mind that I think he's got a great ass. It's true. Shit. The beige pages. That's about right. Just the beige pages. I like that a lot. Oh. Not the panda! Business strategy? No! Oh no, sorry, it's the business wait. Is that how you spell strategy? I might be delirious and shit right now, but that cannot be how you spell strategy. There's no goddamn way in hell. Strategy. No, that's not how you spell strategy. There's no R in it. It's just strategy. Not strategy. Leviosa. Stupid fucking panda. Wait, do we want to get in the lift? I feel like we don't want to get in the lift. We're following the narrator this time. I am the most expensive boss. Damn right, honey. America.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Shit. Shit. 2, 8, 4, 5. 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Ooh.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, the graphics are nicer. Look at that. You haven't looked at Aaron's bum? Lies. Lies and deceit, and you know it. Oh, this is a bit spooky. Is there a thing? Oh, there is. Down we go. Goodbye, cruel world.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I think that's just getting old, dude. Thank you. Thank you for what?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely what it says. Escape. No, we're being good eggs this time. Mind control facility. That sounds great. Hello. Okay, well, we're in it now. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know, man. Of course he does. Of course he does. What am I saying? This is Stanley we're talking about. Such a strong boy.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Is our
And
office here?
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
247? Was that us? 247? No, that can't be right. What was our room? I can't even remember. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
No, I get
Had
it.
Stanley really
Makes
been under
sense.
someone's control all this time?
Probably.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably. Also, haven't randomly touched Aaron's leg. It's way too specific, man, but okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the world.
Here
Blind
was
to
the
the
proof.
world.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, damn, Stanley. Okay. One, two, three. What's this hole in the room for? Why are there stairs down and a bridge over the top? Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Oh, there's a 5. Shit, where's number 4? Console disabled? Is this hooked up to the boutons? Where's bouton number 4? Oh, hang on. Is that it there? Can't get up to it. Okay, maybe I just need to keep going. Scarily quiet right now. Boop! Mind controls idle, waiting input. Can I take over the world? I think Stanley would do quite well at taking over the world.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
It's so tempting to turn on. Oh! He did it! Stanley, hero of the world. What's happening?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Yes.
He had defeated the machine.
Yeah.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yeah.
Freedom was mere moments away.
Woo!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
How?
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Happiness.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Yeah.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Nope.
or how to feel.
No, he would not.
Whatever life he lives,
Ooh.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
nice.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
This is much
the
nicer.
immense possibility of the new
think this used to
path
just be a
before
field.
him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, bruh. And then he blacked out. Woo! First Chivo, complete the Stanley Parable. Easy peasy. I also got an achievement for getting my first achievement. I like that a lot. Alrighty. Okay, so we got the main ending.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what we're going to do now? We're going to do that exact same fucking thing again. And we're going to turn it on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I got you, boo. We're speedrunning this shit. We're going to turn the mind control machine on.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Don't even need you, narrator. Oh, where's that? There's the lift as well.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
For fuck's sake. Alright, game. You fucking got me.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Thanks, bruh. I feel a lot calmer now. Bastard. What happens if we go up? We cannot go up. That was a nice, quick answer to that puzzle. Did we have a loading screen there before? I felt like last time we were just going down for ages.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Can we just go back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
I don't know.
That's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Oh my god, it's great. Oh, we're back.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Yeah.
It's still just exactly what it is.
Sure is.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
It's great.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Look at me go.
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oh, we can't just keep going. I was gonna go all the way back to the office. I want to see if he has a reaction if we just hang out in here for a bit. There's nothing funnier to me than pissing off the in-game narrator with my fucking hijinks. I love that so much. I want that in every game I play. It's not gonna do it, is it? Damn it. God damn it. Fun fact, scientists have described a whale fart as bubbles coming out underneath its body through the smellier blowhole. The smell from the scientists has been said to be an unholy mingling of fart and fishiness.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Ladies and gentlemen. You know, there's a joke there, Ghostly.
Surely this time Stanley will walk
about
forward
a
into the
vagina,
spooky
but I'm
corridor,
too grown
won't
up
he?
to tell it. So you know what?
Stanley
Just let
walked
you do
straight
your
ahead through the
imagination.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I sure am. I still want to go back, get back in the elevator again. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yeah, they did.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
So horrible.
Stanley thought to himself.
No idea how
Did he
horrible.
have the strength to find out?
Probably not.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Hell's going on with employee 528? I want to see now. Nothing good. Nothing good. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Absolutely.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Blindly.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah, man.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yeah, well.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No, we won't. Unholy mingling of farm fishiness. I don't know why that's now tickling me. I sound lagged out. My brain knows I know how. Turn it on!
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah, I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off
The door's open.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In
What?
the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time
that's
left to
open now.
enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk
doing this
about
right?
you,
I don't know.
about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Me neither, man.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Why me?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
One?
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
Seriously?
everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. And I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
What?
But I'm enjoying this so
shit, I'm
much.
so gonna die.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm
One.
going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
Hitting button
Time
hint
doesn't
graphic
grow on
provided.
trees. Oh dear
Light
me, what's the
blue,
matter, Stanley?
activate button.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
What?
Running from button to button,
Shut up.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will
The
save
door.
me.
The
Do
door.
you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
This is 10. Shut up!
Stanley.
I gotta figure it out.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
No.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
What do I do?
No ending here.
Oh, there's gotta be a solution to this. I don't know what it is.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment I'm fading until the moment I say happily ever after.
Hello? What did that subtitle say?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Does that change
Stanley
something?
decided to go
Or
to
was
the
that
meeting
just a
room.
fail?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's gotta be a solution to that.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
Content.
You tell me. Okay, we found the new content, I guess. What the fuck?
Hello,
Game Factory?
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
No problem.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home
Jesus.
computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Love it.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too, man.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I love this voice actor. Can we...
Is it broken?
I
What's
don't know.
going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or,
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, we're
All
going
right,
up.
finally, at
Yep.
long last, it's on to the new content.
Woo!
I've never been more ready. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's fucking do it. Let's go, man. Woo.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
They're not great.
Mostly tedious.
Yeah, it's
as
not
if
great.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Alright, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, dude.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I fucking love this game.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I think this is it. I'm happy. I like the jump circle. We're having a great time. That's it. That's all the jumps I get. You can't jump, no seriously, we disabled it. Chivo. Love it. Alright, back in the elevator.
Goodness, another elevator.
Yeah.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No?
It's just elevators and jumping.
I don't know.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If
I love
this is
it.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The
Yeah, you could.
Stanley Parable
Do it.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And
Yeah.
oh, wait. There's more.
Oh.
Very good.
But wait,
Yes.
there's more.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready
Okay.
for whatever it is.
Well, this looks better, right?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
it's too
and don't
real
get me
right now,
started
man.
on the level of craftsmanship
Way
that's gone
too
into it.
real.
In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What
Does it
quality
really?
assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and
It
I
does.
intend to find these
There's
people on
actually an
Twitter
achievement.
and hold them personally accountable.
It's not Twitter
It's
anymore,
my
man.
fault,
It's
Stanley.
X.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and
I
we'll
don't know.
try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Okay.
No
okay.
frills, no gimmicks.
All right.
Just you and me having a great time together like
Aw.
always. What do you say, friend?
Yeah, I love you, friend. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just regular old Stanley Parable. Uh-oh. Narrator? Oh, I don't like it when it changes. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. We just got a picture of our office.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What's up, man? Oh god, I'm scared. What's up? Wee. Narrator?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past and
Okay.
how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah, it used
so
to be great.
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What the
Just
fuck?
our little secret.
What the
Take
fuck?
a look.
What the fuck?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been
What the-
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Wow.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow. What the fuck? Okay.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh my god. Is this turning out to be some big like dig on the games industry as a whole right now? Because it's working. Collector's Edition, 2014 Independent Games Festival Audience Award, British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Stanley, The Last of Us is crossed out. Love it. Oh, good times. Good times. 2013. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. I remember? What is that? The original remake. Oh my god, fucking Firefox. Gross. Trip down memory lane. Bits of music from the Stanley Parable. A dollar bill. Oh my god, this is great. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Boopity boo. Sorry about that, fellas. I just had to cough my lungs up real quick, but I have returned. I'm a little croaky now. I think my voice is good. It's on a time limit today, unfortunately. What's this? Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. I think I remember that. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. I got that one. BAFTA nominee, game innovation, debut game, story, new video game releasing today, the New York Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh, I remember that ending. That's the one where you go insane and then just keel over on the sidewalk. Sidewalk. Look at me being all American. Loving memory, little Stanley. It's a little hamster. Oh. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm sorry, what the fuck?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
wow, name
it's
dropping.
nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
No, man, it's
a
great.
lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Well, I'm enjoying myself. What's down there? Oh, the Minecraft level. The tasteful, nostalgic. It was good. Oh, the line! Ah, the portal level. Oh man, I actually do remember quite a lot of this. Amazingly well. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance? Oh, okay. Can't go down there. The original remake. Person of the year. Is that Stanley? Oh, it's Stanley and the woman. The doors. That. This is so fucking weird. Number is 29.
Here's another moving passage, this time from
Beautiful
GameSpot.com.
carpet textures.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Wow.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
It was perfect.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This is saying so much about the fucking games industry, right? Even though this came out like 2 years ago. Where it's at right now. Why is this one open? The serious room? I think I remember that. Wait, why can't we get to the serious room? Okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
They were.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait,
Why can't we?
hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know, dude. What's down here? Uh-oh. Steam reviews? Oh no.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh no,
I can't even
maybe
imagine
we
what's
shouldn't.
been collecting down here.
Oh,
Surely
you don't
these
want to know.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. Oh no. This is so weird.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Don't listen to him,
Trying
man.
to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the
No,
game is already
don't.
such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Look, don't listen to Steam reviews. I don't. That's for damn sure. Oh my god, what's happening? This is so weird.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No, of course
You can tell me
not.
if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I
Oh,
would tell
goodness.
you, dude. You're
This is
not.
actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it...
I
well,
think it's
always
great.
thought it did.
Yeah,
Maybe
totally.
it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Don't
These
worry.
black
Don't
marks
don't
on my
listen.
otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Look.
I feel like a failure.
Oh
Like I let these people down.
no, the Stanley
Perhaps
Parable
the
was
Stanley
great.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remember.
I remembered it after 10 years and came back and continued playing it. And I'm now playing the remake, so it can't have been that bad, man. Come on. Cheer up. You're like an old friend at this point. I don't like hearing you sad.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
We don't want a skip button.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it could.
Ah, I love listening to
Not if
you.
it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh, fuck.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, alrighty. Okay, that's probably fine.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
I don't want it.
No
I like
more
listening to
me
you.
rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
Wow.
Until just yesterday,
Until
here
just
and there,
yesterday.
forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
no.
It can't be.
No, it can't
it's
be.
the only thing there is.
Yeah.
How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
Oh,
Which
I
is
know,
why I
right?
say,
Yeah.
the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which
Yeah.
time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No,
It's just
until
repeating, isn't it?
245. That the logic of elimination.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Yeah.
Of course, I happen to believe
I loved
it was
it.
perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of
Why
course,
would I
you
ever
need
skip
a
that?
description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Oh.
Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh, a
Look,
manifesto.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Sure,
Okay,
go for it.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Okay.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of
said
mortal
erecting.
and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and
Right.
in fact do the very opposite?
Yeah.
You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That
Absolutely.
you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time
Sure,
by virtue
yeah.
of the fact that you both are and are not making them.
Right.
Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label
Oh,
on this one. I
you
think
do
it has
that,
much
honey.
more of a treatise vibe to it.
Yeah,
But wouldn't
feeling
you
it.
say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
It
has
definitely
a
does.
mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history.
Yeah,
Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
I do like
Heavens, at
manifesto.
this
I
rate,
do
we're gonna
like
be here all day.
manifesto.
Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation. And I
Okay.
do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other.
Makes
in which
sense.
case, the
Makes
word I
sense.
am not sick of shall be the victor.
Yeah.
It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley.
Absolutely.
It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Of course it
All
has.
right, here we go.
You go, girl.
Treatise, manifesto, 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 treatise, manifesto.
Is this what madness is like?
Treatise.
Yeah. Yep.
Manifesto.
That's where we're at. I am
Treatise.
high off my tits
Manifesto.
on cold and flu
Treatise.
medicine.
Manifesto.
I.
Treatise. Manifesto.
It's been a very long day.
Manifesto.
We're playing
Treatise. Manifesto.
this
Treatise.
game.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
Hello, that guy. How we doing?
Treatise. Manifesto.
Please save me.
Treatise.
Well, you gotta.
Manifesto.
Look,
Treatise.
this is a strategy,
Manifesto.
Aaron.
Treatise. Manifesto.
This is a strategy.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Treatise or manifesto?
Treatise.
It's very
Manifesto.
serious.
Treatise.
Very, very serious
Manifesto.
choice to make here.
Treatise.
Have you been here for an
Manifesto.
hour? That's what it
Treatise.
feels like.
Manifesto.
We have.
Treatise.
I have been streaming for an hour.
Manifesto.
I haven't been stood at the skip button
Treatise.
for an hour. Although
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
kind of wanna be.
Manifesto.
I want to know if he ever
Treatise.
actually comes to a decision.
Manifesto.
It just feels important.
Treatise.
I like manifesto. I
Manifesto.
think it has more
Treatise.
je ne sais quoi to it.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
See how long you can last this?
Treatise.
He's got to come to a decision
Manifesto.
eventually, right?
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
It's really taking him a long time to decide, but I'm going to give him, you know, he's been through a lot. You know, he's clearly going through some insecurities about his game, which was an absolute hit, but had some dodgy reviews on release, right?
Treatise.
we're coming back, and the remake is kind of like, it's got dodgy new content, and now he's like, hey, what are we even doing here? Right, he's going through a process. He's got to kind of breathe right now, you know? And what kind of friend, right? What kind of friend would I be if I sat here and skipped through his grieving process? Right, he put the skip here to try and please the people who were shitting on his game. Which I don't think, personally, is very healthy. I think he should see the positives. Right? Don't read the bad reviews, read the positive reviews. And make the game for the people who want to play it, not for the haters. Because the person who left that bad review is gone. Doesn't give a shit anymore. He's not going to play the remake, right? Right, he needs to go through this process to really grow. He needs to grow as a human being. And I'm using the term human being there very loosely, because I don't actually, I mean, he could be anything. He's just the narrator. But you know, I played the Stanley Parable when it came out in in 2013, right? That's a long time ago, man. We've been friends a long time, me and narrator. Been here for maybe 30 seconds. I want to punch my mum to make it stop. He's got to go through the process. He's gotta. He's gotta come to some conclusion here.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
You hate this?
Manifesto.
Yeah, well...
Treatise, manifesto, treatise,
you know...
manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
The journey...
treatise,
to...
manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Better...
treatise.
Mental health, better well-being,
manifesto,
better, you know, the journey to spiritual enlightenment, Aaron. It's not an easy process, and a lot of people hate it, right? It's not easy, it's not fun, it's very tough, but that doesn't make it any less important.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
You know what? Maybe I'll add it to the list.
Treatise, manifesto.
I'm so obsessed with Baldur's Gate right now that I'm not even thinking about Divinity, but I'll add it to the list.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
This is... I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
Okay, alright, man. Alright, let's just...
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Well, I gave you plenty of opportunity, man.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
The minute you started going...
fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
How long
or
was I saying
change some of the wording, perhaps.
The minute you started rambling?
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
I wouldn't.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
Right.
Yes. I think that's quite likely.
Okay,
or
sure,
perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review.
Sure.
So that the feature is not widely abused.
Absolutely.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game.
Right.
Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Hello? Friend? Are you still there? Narrator? What happened? What happened? Do the pay when you finish Baldur's Gate for the first time. Hell yeah. Have you had a stroke? Where are you?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I
Hi.
should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
What? What do you mean?
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
You weren't even
But
talking.
At any rate, I do suggest that we
I'd love
not
to sit here
press
and
the
listen to
button
you.
again.
But you
I think the skip
shut the
button
hell up.
has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it. and
Please, yes.
Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
It definitely
How
was.
else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
It definitely
I don't
was.
think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that.
Well,
Do you see
exactly.
a window anywhere? A porthole? A
A
sufficiently
porthole?
large crack in the wall? I'll take any of
No.
these. All I want is for us to move on and to please
Yeah.
step away from the skip button.
I'd
to
love-
go
I'd love
anywhere
that.
other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
If I jam my head
Swear
into
there
that fan,
was.
it might kill
Where
me.
did it go? Can you maybe just
That's a
ram
sort of
your
exit.
way through a wall? Is
That's
there any
kind of what I was
possibility that
thinking.
You could say slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave.
Ha!
Please, I'll take any option at all.
Ha!
I'm asking you to work with me here.
Ha!
We need a door. We need a door of some kind.
Right.
I can work with any kind of door
Need a
as
door.
long as it can
Need a door.
open and lead from one room
Okay.
to another. I'm going to step
Ha!
away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us
Ha!
a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I
Right.
will find a way, I promise.
I believe in
You
you.
just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just
Okay.
wait here. Wait
Okay.
here for me, and
Okay.
don't press the skip button.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
Yes. Good. I'll be right back.
Okay. So. Is this better? Is this better than before? The clock ticking is kind of worse for me, actually. I've never been good with silence and the clock ticking. That's really gonna grate on me. Here we are. Here we are. Isn't life a funny old thing? You know, this is exactly the game I needed today. I needed a game where I could just not give two shits about anything. I don't even have to be, my hands are not on the keyboard. I'm relaxed. I'm slouched. You know, I'm talking shit. It just doesn't matter. And that's great. That's exactly what I needed today. I needed to not use my brain even a little bit. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is all I needed today. I just needed to not give a shit. just for a little bit. Oh my fucking lord. Okay, so we're gonna have to go and hit the skip button, right? That's the idea here. That's the idea. This is not what I was... This is not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting like a remaster with the better graphics and maybe a couple of new like endings. This is wacky. Alright, come on narrator, let's go.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
What? What do you mean it's been 12
You've just been
hours?
frozen there.
You said it had been 30
I don't know why the
minutes.
skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way
the
out
lights
of the
went
room.
out.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's
Yeah, I know.
completely gone.
I really looked.
I've looked at it from every angle.
Yeah,
I've
me
checked
too.
Every one of those walls 1,000 times.
I went through, I
and
clicked.
There's no door, Stanley.
There really
There's
is no door.
There's just you and the button.
And the
if
button.
you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
Oh, just
I
probably
have
just
no
grow old and
idea how
die.
long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything.
I can't tell you that.
Stanley.
I can't tell you
touch
that.
it.
I
And
am
have
chaos
to believe
incarnate.
I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
Yeah.
I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
That's what I've been saying.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head.
Why not
I just
listen to
couldn't
them?
Ignore the negative feedback.
Right.
Why was it so
Now we're
important
getting
for me
somewhere.
to fix the problem? Why
Here
did
we
Cookie
go.
Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never
Exactly.
even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
Who cares?
What would it ever really matter? But
Nothing.
here I am.
Doesn't matter.
I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention
It's getting
of
way
one of
too
my
real.
imperfections,
Jesus
and I
Christ.
become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury
Ugh.
to alter and to change and to
Right.
break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative
You and me, man, we have way
comment.
too much in common.
What does such an impulse serve?
Hey, Shadow.
Whose
What's up?
benefit is this? And here I
Welcome
am,
to the
now
Madness
stuck in a
stream.
room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if
Yeah.
only I'd held my tongue.
Exactly.
It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer. To
Hey,
leave
I'm
me
trying to
all alone.
help you
Surely
through this
will.
process.
I don't doubt it.
We're in this
Surely
together,
you'll press
dude.
that button again, leaving me here.
Well,
and
probably.
surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely
You
you'll
left
not
me,
be
you
moved
walked
by
away.
my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh no, no, no.
I'd
I know
love
you
to
too
sit
well.
with you, but
You'll
you gotta
be leaving
strike
me.
up some
Oh my
fucking
God.
conversation, my guy.
And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just
Yeah.
couldn't ignore the negative
ignore
feedback.
it.
Why was it
Who
so
cares what one
important for
people
me
think?
to fix the problem?
Who cares what
Why
one
did Cookie
person
Nine's
thinks?
opinion
Oh my
matter
God,
so
my
much
brain.
to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I
He's
have
looping.
no
He's
idea
looping.
who
Guys,
they
he's looping.
are.
He's.
What would it ever really
It wasn't
matter?
even a
But
very
here
long,
I am,
like,
and
spiel, but he's
fixating on
looping.
Every tiny negative
I'm-
thing that anyone ever says
This is gonna
about
drive me
the
mad.
merest
This is.
mention
I
of
know
one
I
of
say
my
that a lot, but this
imperfections,
one,
and I
this one
become as
really is gonna push
impetulant
me
as
over
a
the
child,
edge.
wild and impulsive. I can't help myself.
How you doing? I'm
I
doing
can't
great.
stop
You know
myself
what?
from
I'm
lashing out
sick.
with a vengeful
I'm
fury
drugged up
to alter
on
and to
cold and
change
flu
and to break
medication.
anything
I've had a big
unbroken,
cup of
if
tea.
only it
I
pleases
sort of
this
need a
one
wee.
person
We're
who
playing
made a
this
single
absolute
negative
chaos game.
comment. What does such an impulse serve?
I don't
But
know,
whose
man. I don't
benefit
know.
is
You
it?
tell me how I'm
And
doing.
here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck.
Look, I'm
all
giving you a
alone,
second chance,
and
man.
I
I'm
have
gonna.
the
If you
power to
loop
prevent
round
it
this
all from
conversation
happening,
for a
if
third
only
time,
I'd
I'm gonna
held
press
my
that
tongue.
button.
It's all out of my control now. Just you.
I've
Just
warned
your
you.
decision as to
Make up a
exactly when
fresh
you're going to make me
conversation
suffer
and I'll be
to leave
here
me
for
all
you, my
alone.
man.
Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press the
I'm not
button
looping
again,
around again.
leaving
I'm
me
not
here.
doing it.
And surely you'll
I've
put
given
your
you plenty
own
of warning.
desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that
guy.
you sit with me
This
and
guy.
just
Here I
stay
am,
here. Oh, no,
sat
no,
by
no,
his
I know
side
you
at this
too well.
difficult time in
You'll
his
be
life.
leaving me oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews
He's
that I couldn't
looping.
get
He's
out of my
looping.
head.
I
just
warned him.
couldn't Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my
You're
God.
back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person
We're
to
no
speak
strangers to
with.
love.
And you'd think that
You
that's
know the
just
rules, and so do
how
I.
it's always
A
been,
full
right?
commitment's what
You're
I'm thinking
talking,
of. You
saying
wouldn't get
nothing.
this from any other guy.
Would you think
I
that
just want to
that's
tell you how
exactly
I'm
the same
feeling.
as always?
Gotta make you
Doesn't that
understand.
feel like what
Never
we've
gonna give
already
you
been
up.
doing?
Never
Me
gonna
just
let you
talking?
down. Never gonna run around
It
and
isn't the
desert
scene at
you.
all. It
Never
isn't
gonna
even
make you
close,
cry.
because
Never
I know
gonna
you
say
can't
goodbye.
hear me
Never
once you
gonna
push
tell a
that
lie
button.
and hurt you.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
We're not listening, we're being fucking
through which my
rickrolled.
words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore.
What were
I'll
you
give
saying?
it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
What?
One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These
Oh, we're
words
taking
that
it
I'm
in.
saying, I need
Yeah.
to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a whole
I'm not
other
just a
problem,
fiction.
dude.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those
Oh my
moments,
God.
the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness.
Oh my God.
I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am
course you
something.
are,
I am being
yeah.
listened to. I am being recognized.
Yeah.
The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now
Is this the
like I
fun
am not
ending?
a work
Oh,
of
Jesus.
fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
Have you?
You can see what this means to me.
not
I'm
seeing
so
a
clear
shadow.
about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it, to think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let
Okay.
us anticipate it. Let us
Okay.
welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Right, I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the fucking button. Jesus Christing hell.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hi.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
You could have just spoken
and
to
when
me.
that feeling
I was
had
here.
begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
Oof.
All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by
Fan's
it.
still going.
I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known.
Okay.
It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long.
So
There
long.
could be no one ending,
No.
no singular outcome of events. Not if all events existed in the same moment. And I
Right.
felt freed.
Wow.
I felt
deep,
unburdened
man.
by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being.
Okay.
I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
Right.
It was incredible.
Incredible.
The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment. both
Equanimity.
singular
That's a
and
great
infinite.
word. I like
For
that
the
a lot.
longest time, this was my experience.
Uh-huh.
And then this moment passed, and
Right.
the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for
Uh-huh.
longer than I could have ever expected was possible.
Tell me, boo.
I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind
Wait.
will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is.
See, I
and
thought
for
you were
to
hitting
be
on
in
me,
true
and
terror
then
of
it
its
got
eventual
creepy.
arrival. If
Now I
can
see-
only
now
do
I see
this,
where it's
only
going.
this
Okay.
one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Right. Okay. So, so what's the plan here? You want me to push the button? I thought you were kind of building up to something there, and now you're just gone. Okay. Okay. You want excruciating terror or whatever? We can do that. Hello? What was a scary noise? The fan's still going. Friend? Narrator? Friend? Bestie? Super bestie? Super duper bestie? My number one bro? My absolute my BFF for life? Boop. Friend? My hello? Please say something. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep
But
going.
they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of
Still
their
going on
pitiful
about that.
demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
I mean, it didn't. You could have
The
said,
most immediate
nah.
desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
Well,
Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so?
yes, actually.
Yes, it
Yeah.
seems that this is now the world we live in.
Yeah.
It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
Damn.
It has come
Steve,
to
man.
represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people. Because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
Nah, don't
we
make
would
me do
turn
that.
to look at our
Nobody
deeper
likes
nature
that.
and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so,
Oh, yeah.
so because of this,
So
we
much
require
emptiness.
that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that
Yeah.
they consume all of our attention,
Oh, yeah.
turn our heads completely away from the bleakness.
Nobody
In
likes the
effect,
bleakness.
we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a
Why not?
pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around
Are
which
you?
these perversions hurl themselves.
Okay,
I'm a
great.
waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse.
That's great. You're
They're
like-
the
you're like
ones who are
Buddha.
mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me.
Probably.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Yes.
They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity. Of
course they
cannot
are.
help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment.
Yeah,
And my,
of
how
course.
good does it feel now to speak truth to these words?
Oh,
to
so good.
finally allow these thoughts out.
So
Contained
good.
and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think. To feel.
To
It
feel,
must be
yeah.
that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it
Absolutely.
says far more about them than it ever said about
Of
me.
course it does. That's like
Perhaps the state of
everything
their
everyone
psychological
anyone's
beings in
ever
such
posted on
tatters,
social media.
And my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down.
Oh, yeah.
This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny.
Yeah.
That it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor. That it amused them endlessly from
Whimsical
start
humor.
to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was
never
meant to have a
meant to be
point.
funny.
It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Yeah.
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed,
Okay,
they
we're
gnashed
leaving.
their teeth and said, entertain us.
Jesus Christ. Stop. Make it stop. That happens every time. Oh my god, this is torture. This is torture. This is actual torture. This is exactly what he wanted it to be. This is exactly the kind of torture he wanted it to be, and here we are. Look, I'm doing it. You know what I could do? I could do to end this? I could turn the game off, but I'm not fucking going to. Because I'm in it now. I'm here, and I have nothing fucking better to do.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, we're just gonna skip past that one. That one's not so fun. That one's just not so fun. Okay. Oh, we be dripping. Oh, we be dripping. We are dripping. Why are we dripping? Why are we leaking? The pipes are leaking. That's probably bad. There's no way out of this room, which means it will just fill up and we'll die. That's probably a saving grace at this point, let's be real. Oh boy. Oh boy, Stanley. Stanley, my boy. Okie dokie. A plant! No! Boop! And not my pipes! And my creaky pipes. Well, the sun came out, so that's nice. We could probably climb out of here relatively easily. We've even got a fucking ladder. But we are Stanley. And we will stand by and do nothing until the end of time. Boop! Is this just gonna turn into The Last of Us? Is a clicker gonna appear in here? I'm so up for that. I'm so up for that. Completed both on the hardest difficulties. I love it. I love them. Let's do it. I would play Last of Us right now. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Where are my plants gone? What is this? Dirt? Sand? Why would the plants just die? How long have we been here? It's probably fine. It's a few minutes, probably. Everything's probably fine. Let's keep going. What's the worst that could happen? Those are some noises. Okay, let's keep going. What could possibly go wrong? Are we ascending? Ascending to heaven? Oh no, my button broke! Well, that's not good. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good, is it? This isn't good. Let's just go towards the sun. Let's not even worry about it. Let's not even worry about it. The narrator's buggered off. So that's something. You know, I thought we were friends, but apparently he just wanted to torment me. Like it was all my fault. Well, screw him. That's what I say.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Are we actually
Stanley decided
reset?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Are we actually... Fuck, it's been so long since we've done a loop. We got stuck in that for so long. How did we even get there? What were we even doing? Oh, we went through the new content door, right? New content? That wasn't there before. Oh, dicks.
Oh, good. You notice my sign.
Yeah,
Yes,
a bit hard to
I
miss.
have something very exciting to show you.
Do you, friend? Do you really? Let's go, girl. Oh, Jesus. Here we go again! Oh, we don't even get the, like... Woon... Tint... Knock... Tint... Knock... Okay. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable
Have
and
you
about
now?
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah,
the original
it's been
Stanley
something.
parable was a landmark.
It
and
was.
any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Well,
so
yeah.
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Okay.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow!
Yes, you see, isn't this
Wow.
far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think
Yeah, it's
of all the new
great.
territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why
Yeah.
there's so many possibilities? It could go in so many different directions.
So many!
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. I will immediately forgive all the devastation and torment that you just put me through, and let's fucking go. I'm into it. Hello there. Hey Josh, what's up? It's 22 degrees and I'm shivering like mad. Oh, boo. Aaron's poorly, everyone.
Calling it the Stanley Parable
I'm not even
2
gonna rip
is
into
just
him.
so
He's
much
actually really
catchier
well.
than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
What does it even
But
mean?
the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Post-it notes. Pat the Aaron, yeah. Aaron needs pats. How is everyone? We've been very, very sick. It started last week, just before my birthday stream. Elijah came down with just the worst cold. And bless him, like, he's 2, so it really, really hit him bad. It was rough. And then just as he was starting to get over it, on the morning of my birthday, I woke up with a tickly throat and it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. And then, was it yesterday morning? I think Aaron woke up with it as well, and he's rough, bless him. He's really rough today. So, yeah, I'm starting to do a bit better. I've got the tickly throat and my voice is on a timer today, I think. Which is why I picked something like this, where I can just kind of fuck about and not really have to think about it. And the goal was to not talk very much, because I'm definitely going to lose my voice at some point. But I don't do that very well, because I tend to jibber jabber and just relentlessly. And if there's no one here to stop me, then that's just what you get. So nothing like a scary game to scare the illness out of you. I like that. We could do that, Aaron. We could sort that out for you. You know what I want to play? Talking of horrors. Okay, fuck the Stanley Parable 2 for just 2 seconds. I don't know why it came up. I can't remember, but at some point in one of my streams we were talking about Layers of Fear. Someone asked me if I'd played it before, and I was like, yeah, the first one's amazing. The DLC was okay, but I never got through it. And I've never played the second one. And then today I saw that they've actually re-released, so they've released a whole new game, which is Layers of Fear 1 and all the DLC completely remastered, and Layers of Fear 2 as like just one bundle. And that is a journey we all need to share together as a Filbert Films family. Do you not think? And yes, I mean, Aaron needs to come along for the journey as well, because that game is beautiful. You would watch that, right? That game is really, it's incredible. The storyline is so cool. And I mean, I was gonna say Aaron would enjoy it for the storyline, but it's fucking terrifying. It is a bit creepy, deaky, but the story really is something special. And I'd love to replay the first one, and I've never played the second one, and I'm so into it. It'll be fun. Time to say what 5k channel points to troll you all. Yeah, Shadow's way ahead of you. We did the Vic roll and it was glorious. We even brought back bit alerts. Oh, we did bring back. Do we have sound alerts back? We do, right? I should probably know this. Aaron's been fiddling. All you need, Mina, is tape and a chair. This is so true. This is so true. I basically did that when I sat him down to play Five Nights at Freddy's. Why did we do that again? It was for some anniversary or something, I think. Or for like 100... Was it for 100 followers? Maybe it was for 100 followers. This was ages ago. This is way before Baby. This is back when we had the shop. That FNAF was so good. Do you remember that? Oh my god, that FNAF stream I will never forget that. That was such a glorious stream. We had so many amazing, awesome people watching. We had a lot of the shop guys involved, and it was just, mwah, it was glorious. I might have to track down some clips from that. It was so good. It was so good. By the way, happy birthday. Thank you. I have the power of God and anime on my side, then you'd think you'd be able to survive a horror game just slightly better, but nope. Why not do the VR version when you reach 500 followers? The VR version? Of what? Of FNAF or of Layers of Fear? Is there a VR version of FNAF? I guess there must be, right? Of FNAF. Fuck. I would love that. Aaron would piss himself. I'm not saying that as a joke. He genuinely would. I would actually love that. I would really love that. I love me a horror game. It's super spooky. Well, yeah. I would do that. We haven't got any sort of VR set up currently, but I'd love to. I've had very few experiences with VR, but I remember doing, back when I did video game journalism, I went to a convention and got to try out the demo for Resi 7 on a VR headset. This was a while ago. This is a long while ago. But that was super spooky and super fun. I liked that a lot. Maybe. That's not a bad idea to do FNAF VR for 500 followers. We're like halfway there, right? I wish I said yes to work night shift at work. You got to play a fish game in VR once? What fish game? Was it I Am Fish? Oh, that game. I love that game. It's nice that my old Ultra Gecko account is immortalised in the Bits leaderboard. I can't get back into it. Oh no, really? That's true, you are there. You're also in the gift sub leaderboards. Damn. Anyway, we've got a game to play. So that's the thing. We're actually here for a reason. So, Stanley Parable 2. Okay. Right. I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Alright, we're back on track. This is my problem. I said I was gonna save my voice today because it's going down the toilet right now. But this is what happens. You lovely, lovely human beings are just so fun to talk to. I just get carried away. Haha, well. Oh, that scared me. I like this office. This is very modern. They're back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. This is great. Time to steal a spot. No. No. Wait, what? We get 20% bonus increase to our pay. When you have holiday the day after you work night shift, you get 100% off. So you have to pay for the last 2 hours of work. Jesus! That's not a bad deal, but then you've gotta have a certain kind of mindset to be able to do a night shift. I don't think I could do it. My stepdad does it where he works. He does 4 on, 4 off. So he'll do 4 night shifts and then have 4 days off completely and then do 4 day shifts and then have 4 days off. He does it like that. But I don't know if I could do that either, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. If I'm not well enough tomorrow, they have to get an agency in. Yeah, but let's not get into IRL too much on the stream because nobody cares, but they're fucking brought it on themselves. And if you're not well enough to work, you're not well enough to work. And that's the business's problem. You know? Not the FBI. Who's talking about the FBI? Does that guy work for the FBI? I'd believe it. Damn, fair. That's not too bad, though. That's not too bad. I can do that. I used to work, like, late into the night. But not do a full-on night shift. Oh, an agency in. I see. I'm with you. It's because I was thinking about that guy and his work. That's now my brain canon. See, this is how my brain works. My brain will store this stupid as fuck information as canon. Now, whenever I think of that guy, he's now an FBI agent. So that's just it. There's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise now. That's just it. That's my headcanon. Stanley Parable 2. This looks like the Red Dead logo. That's what I was thinking of.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Sure, let's do
I
it.
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Yeah. Are you telling me this isn't scientific or logical? Are you serious? Look at his fucking ears. Who took the red marker? Me. Oh my god. That's great. That tickled me. They've got 2 nuts. They did. Well, I mean, look at him. There is nothing going on there. I was going to say maybe there'd be 2 tits instead of 2 nuts, but not even. There's nothing there. He is all leg. All leg. D's nuts. Well done, Aaron. Got it. You got in there. You did it. I need one other chef at work now. You're actually right. I didn't even realise. Well, it's so stupid fault, isn't it? They should have hired more staff after everyone else fucked off. That person is made of legs. He is all legs. He looks like he could be like a what's it called? Like an SCP thing, right? It's got that kind of vibe to it. Do you know of Mind Goblin? Mind Goblin. Sequels are good. Portal 2, correct. Half-Life 2, absolutely. Batman Arkham Asylum 2, right. Divinity Original Sin 2, yep, definitely. Doom 2, sure. Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, okay, sure. Dark Souls 2, yeah, okay. I mean, sure. I'm not going to get into that argument right now. But Dark Souls 2 was not my favourite. This way to the show floor. Mind Goblin these nuts. Ah, yeah, that's good. Oh my god. The bust to new content. New features. Oh, look at this. They laid out the red carpet for us and everything. Noticed the lack of a mouth. They was changed so can't revolt. Oh, SCP man, yeah, definitely. Maybe you also know about Dragon. You know, no, can't imagine anything about that. You're just gonna have to
try
tell
out
me.
some of the new features.
Fuck! Look at this place. Jesus. This guy. We need to have a conversation with this guy about his eyebrows. Because something has gone tremendously wrong here. Dragging these balls across your face. Oh, I love it. I watched this Skyrim mod video the other day where the guy set up certain ones to spawn stuff like bear and dragon. It was hilarious. Really? That's great. Oh my god. Is this supposed to be Stanley? I'm not sure I appreciate what they've done to Stanley's eyebrows. I'm not into that. What the fuck is... I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go in here. The button that says the name of the play. There's a tiny moth in here. Go away. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to, sir. Leave me. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Oh my god, that's it. Oh my god, there's so much here to do. I want to go in here. Free, new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Well, I want an achievement. Infinite hole, it won't end. That's what they say about your mama.
You know what?
Jump circle!
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. It's a...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Of course I did, I got to jump.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Oh, come on, just give me some more jumpies. After all we've been through, you can't give me one jump. This fucking guy. I also have an uncle with a fun name. His name is Cock Blocker. It's an old Dutch name. Man, that's great. Look at this guy. Oh, he's spinning. I hate that. I like that though. I like that piece of artwork. That's very, very modern. I like it. Expo Hall 2 guide. I want to get the easy achievement. It's not better when he's smiling. It's not. Those eyebrows are fucking something else. Free achievement! Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps, it just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Great.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
But why not?
I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
What about this ravenous fan?
We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I will fucking destroy the world if you don't give me that achievement. Let's fucking go. Imagine if you just stare at the big man for long enough, he just suddenly turns towards you. What is down here? Isn't this like a scene from the first game? The non Ultra Deluxe non Stanley 2 game, right? I remember that.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I want to go to the Infinite Hole. Please, no screenshots. What's in here? It looks like a Dalek. It did a bit, didn't it?
Okay, I'll be honest,
22?
I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Ooh, I like
but
balloons.
I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th. Was this here before? Maybe it was. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece. Feels a little strange for an office environment. Get well someday. That kind of feels like an insult. I wouldn't like get well soon is nice because it's like, oh, we want you to get well as soon as you can. Get well someday is like, I don't really care if you get well soon. Just get well at some point. Jeez. I don't like that. Let's go with this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
Sorry, I got so mad I had to pee. Alright.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
This fucking bitch. This absolute slut. Oh, merch. That's how easily I've turned around. Where's that QR code? We're gonna get some actual Stanley Parable merch. StanleyParable2.com. Watch our helpful and informative video to learn about the Stanley Parable and the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. Fucking fuck you, I wanted some Stanley Parable merch. It's alright, just get well someday. No. You know what? No, I won't. I won't get well. I will have this cold until the end of time just because you said that to me. You happy? I hope you're happy. Oh, we're back at the start. The reassurance bucket? I want to go to the button and then we're doing the reassurance bucket. For sure. What's in here? The epilogue? Wait, okay, wait. We should save that. That feels important. I managed to get the horrible meds down. Did you have a lemsip drink? Which is the most disgusting thing on the planet, and if anyone wants to argue with me, I will fight you.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Absolutely.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Too big, too small, just right. I don't know, I like the small one. Oh, that's what she said. Name, here, yours today. I want you to say my name. If it doesn't actually say my name, I'll be so upset.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm thinking Jim from The
Sleeping and
Office.
waking
That's
as
kind of
Jim,
vibe.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim,
Oh, yeah.
seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose who you actually are.
Jim.
Hey Jim, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Imagine if your name is actually Jim. It is. I don't know who you think you're watching right now, but I am Jim. And now my button has descended into the floor, so I hope you're all happy. Well, Jim, you're married to Jim now? Great, love it.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would
Sure,
actually save me the
I'd
work
love
of
that.
finishing this feature.
A whole new office. Okay. Okay, great. New features, love it, cool. Whew. I do feel like I'm losing it a bit. It's great.
Stanley, Jim, Stanley. This game is too much for my brain, LOL.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Oh no, not the get well someday. Fuck off. Let's go to the reassurance bucket. I feel like I need a reassurance bucket right now.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Give it to me.
It's the Stanley
Baby.
Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and
I
your
need that.
heart.
I
It's
need that so
true.
much right now.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal, and perhaps even comforting.
That's so
You
good.
may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Such a pain in the ass.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
So perfect.
Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
I love it. I love it. I will treasure this bucket till the end of my days.
Does
Really-
anyone give out
really
awards
does.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It should be, because I'm loving it. And not gonna lie, like, I am completely fucking serious right now. It's actually a really well made bucket. Look, the handle like tinkles as I walk along. Like the gleam, the shine of the reflections, the colours that are reflected. It's really nice bucket. It's actually making me feel better. It's reassuring me. Heard Jim in the game. It's a bit like when a horror game gives you a gun and you're like, okay, yeah, now I got it. Where haven't I been? I don't want to go to the exit. Collectibles? The jump circle was a waste of my goddamn time. Did we go to the infinite hole? We didn't, right? How much channel points does that account have? That's actually my account. I don't know how many channel points. Aaron's been fucking blasting through them using the text-to-speech, so I couldn't actually tell you anymore. I was up to a lot, though. Ah, yes, I remember this diagram from my sex education classes. That one too. Yeah, that's like the more complex version. It just keeps going. Yeah, I remember that one too, actually. It's funny that.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Can I jump down it?
This is,
Please?
in fact,
Pretty please?
a hole that you can
hole.
fall down forever.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right. infinite fall.
As long as I don't lose my
you
bucket.
You can fall until the end of time if you like.
Yes.
A stunning leap forward
Please.
for video games as a medium.
Huh? I think so. Can I go? Can I do it? Can I go? Wait, you're not going to say anything? Okay, let's go.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my
It's
more
great.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top,
Really?
and we can continue onward.
Why would I want to do that? Why would I ever want to not be falling down this hole?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why would I do that? It's an infinite hole, right? I'm having fun falling down it, so why would I want to go back up to the top?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully.
What?
But it's possible that
Also,
I
it's
slightly
Jim, not Stanley.
exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
What?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is.
What do you mean?
It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
You said it was
Is
infinite.
Infinite?
That's
Well,
what you
that
advertised.
sort
You
of depends on
advertised
your
an
definition
infinite
of
hole.
Infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Yay!
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
And I got
Look,
my bucket.
I think the issue here is just that you're
Who's selling
unusually
cigarette butts down
fascinated
here?
by falling.
Disgusting.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm not the problem. You're the problem. Don't lie to your customer base. How about
I
that?
think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It wasn't
Does that
actually
work for
very
you?
long. I can
Then
still
go
see
ahead
the
and
top.
Press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
No. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Shit's blowing my goddamn mind. Just the two of us. From management to everyone. Meeting at 2 p.m. Sincerely, management. This is deep, but that's what you said? Exactly. Literally. It's like throwing a sausage down a hallway. Couldn't have said it more eloquently myself, Shadow. Oh, I could just live down here with my bucket. Why would I ever want to leave? Yeah, Jim likes it in the infinite hole. Infinite. Look, there's the top. It's not that far down. It's just like a well. It's bullshit.
Great.
Fine.
Now,
Fine.
I'm very excited to show you even... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Too true, my guy.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on
There's a
forever
reason
till
I'm
the end of
bisexual.
time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent
it
a
is,
little
look.
less time in there than you did before. I mean,
This is true.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
No,
I didn't
clearly
think
not.
It was that not infinite.
No, it's super
Well,
short.
I suppose once
You
again
suck.
there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole,
I've never
you
had
can
enough
hit
of the
teleport
hole.
button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively
Hmm.
thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
Great.
And I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Really? I was thinking maybe one more go.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
It definitely
I
is.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
Absolutely
even by the
not.
lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Oh, shit.
Here, let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I love this fucking game. Oh.
Is the,
Oh no.
teleport button not working? You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Uh-huh.
Still nothing?
No,
Well,
it's not working. No.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
What?
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
Okay.
You get to be with the hole.
Yay!
I get to do literally anything else.
Woo!
Take care, Stanley. I
Bye.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Bye. Bye. Just me and my hole in my bucket. What more could I go ask for? Hello? Just me and my hole in my bucket. Just me and my hole in my bucket. Oh! 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 The hole! The hole is getting deeper! I'm going further into the hole! It's me and my hole in my bucket. Me and my hole in my bucket. Bye! Jim is descending into heaven, everyone. Farewell. Sweet dreams. Good night, sweet prince. Don't you mean hell? How dare you imply that Jim is going to hell? How very dare you? Oh god, it is me! I'm the eyebrow man! No! Oh no! It's me with the eyebrows. Change your perception? Something went wrong. I was jamming out and then something went wrong. What is that? Oh no. How do I fix it? How do I fix it? I'm just gonna keep pressing buttons. Puppies!
Stanley? Stanley!
Help! Narrator, help! Help!
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
That did seem like one of
Can't
my
have that,
normal
Stanley,
dreams. You're
because
so
this
right.
hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Oh, you're so right.
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up
to keep you really, truly focused on the whole.
I would love that so
From
much.
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Live happily
Stay
ever
alert, Stanley.
after.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle pip. Just me and my bucket and my hole. Me and my bucket and my hole.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Damn it! Fucking goddamn it! Oh, the game knows me way too well. Fuck! Love that hole. Don't take that out of context. Jesus Christ. Right, my guys. Our poor baby boy Aaron. He's not well and he needs to come to bed, and I respect that. So I'm going to have to leave this here for tonight. But I will return. I was going to do a one-off stream on this, but actually I want to get through all the other endings, and there still seems to be so much more I can do with this. So I will probably do one more stream on this probably next week, I imagine. But yeah, I will be back on Friday. I'm going to be doing some Final Fantasy 14, which is going to be super fun. I fucking love that game, and that's going to be kind of our new long-running thing. I'm going to be doing it every Friday. It's going to be super chill, lots of chatting. You know me, I like to spout shit, clearly. It's going to be a lot of that. So yeah, feel free to join us if you've got Final Fantasy 14, or have a watch of me play it, see if you like it and get it. It's on Game Pass now, although you still need the subscription. So, but check it out. It's a fucking amazing MMO, 100% my favorite MMO of all time. And yes, that's topped World of Warcraft, which pretty much took over my entire teenage life. So, it's perfect. It's amazing, and I can't wait to just. I'm gonna be starting a whole new character, just doing the story, taking it really slow, and just loving life. So join me then on Friday, and then Saturday we're doing more Baldur's Gate 3. So there's just all sorts of fun and games. And Saturday stream is going to be Aaron's birthday stream, because it's his birthday on Monday. So yeah, come along on Saturday at least to wish our sweet baby boy a happy birthday, because he's battling for his life right now with this goddamn cold. If I'm well, you'll be fine. If you're not well, I'll do something, maybe more of this shit, and you can pop in and say hello so everyone can wish you a happy birthday. We'll do something. But yeah, regardless, I'll be here spouting shit. You know the deal. And yeah, I've loved this. This has been the perfect game for me tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. I love every single one of you. And thank you for putting up with my bullshit. Really? That's just in general. That's not even just tonight. That's just in general. Right. I love you all. I'll see you all Friday. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your night. And yeah. Bye, guys. Mwah.